My name is David Welch. I'm a maritime engineer, work on maritime vessels and oil rigs. I want to tell you about the Beasley Allen and how they helped me out in a tragic death of my wife. That day started like any other day for me. I got up ready for work. Kimberly was a bus driver, a loving mother, a beautiful wife. She was on her routine taking kids back and forth to school as a bus driver from Mobile County Public Schools. And she had made it safely to her first stop where she dropped off some special needs students. And she had sent me a message that morning that my vessel was in downtown Mobile. There was a particular vessel I was going to work on. And she had let me know that the vessel was in. And that was the last message I heard from her that day. When I got up and was ready to go, all of a sudden I had a lot of phone calls coming in, which is typical for me with what I do in the industry. Then I got a call that there had been a wreck. So on my way to downtown Mobile, I had no clue. I'm thinking, my wife is a bus driver, there shouldn't be any problem, and you know, a car could bump into a tire or a fender bender or something of that nature. And upon arriving at the hospital, I found she had passed away from the injuries. So that day was absolutely the hardest day of my life. Completely unexpected and no clue. And being as a father of 4 children, I had no clue how to begin to tell the children what had happened and how do we go on the next day. Stayed there at the hospital with Kimberly trying to figure out what happened, and nobody would tell me any information. No one had contacted me. I was totally clueless of why we're in this situation. Eventually it come to a point where the hospital said it's time you have to go home, so I had to face the reality of talking to my children. And that was the most unreal thing for a father to have to do. And then once I had left with the kids, just me and the kids in the truck, I had to pull over on the side of the road and just tell the kids, I don't know what to do. And I had to reach out for help. We made it home that day and then slowly pieced together funeral arrangements, and still were clueless of what was going on. At the time, I'd reach out to Mr. David Green, and he got me in touch with Beasley Allen, Greg Allen, to find out what even happened. The process started to unfold where I found out that a driver had wrecked into the bus and caused the chain of events that took place. After the Beasley Allen law firm investigated it fully, we had found that there was a major defect in the bus that caused this problem, that if the bus would have been constructed differently under different safety guidelines, she would have walked away with just minor scratches. One of the things that I hope is accomplished from this is that we make a change going forward. Greg Allen and the Beasley Allen law firm has thoroughly uncovered a problem with school buses and the way that most of them are designed. And this is a flaw that's through many different manufacturers. And Greg has compiled information and to go to the National Traffic Safety Board and understand that this is a problem that needs to be fixed. So where I expect this to go is that hopefully this information can be used to make a change to save somebody else's life. Greg was excellent to work with. Personally would call, text, email, let me know everything through the case that was going on. Greg treated me not only as a client, but as a family, a person, and a friend. I would like to give a personal thank you to Beasley Allen Law Firm and Mr. Greg Allen directly. There was never a point where I was confused, I didn't understand. If I asked questions, even if there were questions that were simple to somebody, Greg took time to make sure to answer them and made me feel comfortable about it, and I'm very satisfied with the way everything turned out.